What's up, guys, and everyday Canadian? I'm going to show you guys how to make your own solution at home. A lot of people have goldfishes or certain type of fish. Me, I got a betta fish. One thing about betta fish is they tend to have their tanks dirty like almost every week. Now, for my garden, I plan to use fish tank water. Now, the benefits of fish tank water is it's full of nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus, which is very beneficial to plants. Now, I'm going to be using this to water my plants. I also have some sodium bicarbonate, which is basically just baking soda. Now, the thing about baking soda is very beneficial for your gardens because it's basically just hydrogen, powdered hydrogen. You know, if you add it to vinegar, it releases carbon dioxide. Now, I'm going to be calling this video an experiment because it's a little bit of a science experiment because if you're going to put anything in your soil, it's best to know what you're going to consume in the end result because I don't like to use chemicals. I'm not judging anybody's methods on growing and all that. It's just I don't like to consume something that I don't really want to read a lot of information on. But this is something you guys could do at home. I thought I would share it. So we're going to get started. So this is my betta fish. You want to start by getting him out, which is a little bit of a pain. If you'll come up. And the water, the tell that your water needs to be clean is it's going to stink. It's going to stink very bad. Now, the reason why I went with sodium bicarbonate is because sodium bicarbonate, a lot of microscopic organisms, bacteria, mold, won't react. Well, it'll react to sodium bicarbonate. And when I add the sodium bicarbonate, it will kill any bacteria and all that. You see a lot of people using fish tank water for their gardens. The only problem with that is there's only one problem, and the stuff is very beneficial for your garden, but the smell will attract a lot of bugs. And that's one of the reasons why I'm adding sodium bicarbonate to it. I'll add a little bit of water in there for you, buddy. So this is something you guys don't really have to spend a lot of money on either. You know, you can go anywhere and get a goldfish, and you don't need any pumps or anything. Just let the water get really dirty and then clean it and then put it on your plants. Me, you don't have to try this. I'm just adding sodium bicarbonate just to be sure that it kills any enzymes, microscopic bacteria, any organisms that may be trapped in there. So, whoops, looks like he needs a little bit more water. He will jump out of his little thing there. So, this is going to stink, so I hope I don't get it. I'll get all that stuff at the bottom. Well, the smell is just unbearable. That stinks really bad. So get yourself some sodium bicarbonate, baking soda, and just add, I don't know, a couple teaspoons. You don't need a lot. Maybe 3 spoons. Just give it a mix. That will dissolve because the water's at room temperature already, so it shouldn't take a lot to dissolve all that. And even if you guys haven't seen my last video, you can sprinkle a little bit of sodium bicarbonate, baking soda inside your soil. It'll actually prevent spider mites and aphids from growing because aphids and spider mites lay their eggs inside the soil, and that could be the reason why a lot of people are having the aphid problem. So yeah, I'll finish all this up and we'll go water the plants. All right. Alright guys, so we're in the basement. I think there's 60 something plants, hot pepper plants. I forget how many varieties, but these guys are doing absolutely amazing. So I wonder how the root structure is on that. I don't know if you can see that one. Let's try to find a better one. I'm not going to film all these being watered. I just want to show you some of the ones that roots are just massive. Now the soil is starting to get a little dry. So yeah, it actually needs to be watered. I don't let my plants get completely dry because I just want to be able to keep them damp always. And if I ever forget to water them, I have that extra day or two to have them without water. So the roots are actually massive right now. Now you guys can do this two different ways. You guys can either water through the top of the plant, so through the top of the cup, or you guys can water through the bottom of the cup. It really doesn't matter. The bottom cup is just to get the excess water out, or you guys can feed it through the bottom. So there's two different benefits of having double cups. So you take your homemade solution, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to water some through the top of the plants and some at the bottom of the plant. You just want a nice layer so that the soil is evenly coated. Now this won't attract any bugs because we have the sodium bicarbonate in there. And plants love potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen. This is just loaded with nitrogen. And this way you guys don't have to go out and spend a lot of money on plant food. This is just the way that I do it. If you have your method, you know, that's cool too. Now as you add the sodium bicarbonate, you're not the actual solution isn't even that strong anymore, so it diluted the smell a little bit. So you guys can do this indoors or outdoors. I just wanted to update you guys. Plants are doing amazing. I'm going to do this to every single plant. If you guys enjoyed the video and you learned a little something, drop a like. Follow me on social media, Facebook and Twitter. This is an Everyday Canadian. Take care, guys.